Schizophrenia is a chronic and severe mental disorder that affects how a person perceives the world around him or her. People with schizophrenia have different thoughts, behaviors, and feel differently, resulting in their distance from reality. Positive symptoms are additions of irregular behavior. Examples include hallucinations, delusions, thought disorders, and irregular body movement. Negative symptoms are disruptions related to emotion and behavior that are taken away. Examples include lack of emotion, pleasure in life, involvement in activities, and being less vocal. The risk of schizophrenia increases in individuals who have affected family members. However, there are cases where an individual has it while family members don't, and vice versa. It's difficult to predict who has schizophrenia because multiple genes are involved in determining who has schizophrenia. Environmental factors are also involved in developing schizophrenia, as well as the severity of the conditions. Common environmental factors include viruses, malnutrition before birth, complications during birth, and other psychosocial factors.
There are no typical cases of schizophrenia, so do not take our example as the sole experience of those suffering with schizophrenia. An individual with schizophrenia may experience a psychotic episode every day, multiple times a day, or every week. When they do experience an episode, they may have visual or auditory hallucinations that they see as reality. For example, a teenage girl with schizophrenia may think that they are in a relationship with a famous celebrity who's using the clouds to write a message in the sky. Or the voices in their head may tell them that the drink in their cup may be filled with poison. While not all hallucinations may be malignant, like thinking people are poisoning their food, even the seemingly harmless ones like dating a celebrity are problematic because it takes over their whole reality and complicates their ability to perform at school or at work, their appetite, social life, ability to upkeep their personal hygiene, or emotional state, causing periods of depressive mood, catatonic state, or inappropriate behavior. When someone is managing their schizophrenic condition, many medicines require strict dosage and times, making the individual keep to a strict way of life. For example, if they are to take their medication every 12 hours with food, it may be harder for them to enjoy social activities like going out to eat if it does not align with the time they have to take medication, because missing a dose can cause a psychotic episode.
A common misconception is that schizophrenia is the same thing as a split personality. This is due to the fact that there is a split in the person's ability to detect the difference between reality and fantasy, but there are no symptoms that result in a split personality. Another common misconception is that anyone with schizophrenia is violent. This is due to the inaccurate depiction in movies and media about schizophrenia. While violence can be a symptom of the disorder, it is not common. Sadly, due to the stigma and misrepresentation surrounding schizophrenia, there are many more false misconceptions that make a person suffering with this disorder as crazy or dangerous. But with proper education and resources, society can learn the real reality to the disorder, which is that they are just like everyone else.
Although there is no medication or therapy that gets rid of schizophrenia, there are many treatments available that help with controlling the disorder. Antipsychotics can be taken daily in liquid or pill form. They can be injected once or twice a month, and most of the side effects go away after a few days. They are used to control hallucinations and delusions by sending messages and chemicals to the brain. Another form of treatment is psychosocial therapy, which includes counseling, group therapy, and motivation enhancement. This kind of treatment helps with learning skills to cope with the disability and pursue goals. Those who receive psychosocial treatment are less likely to be hospitalized or replaced. Another form of treatment is coordinated specialty care. This includes medication, psychosocial therapy, case management, and family involvement. This care is typically supported in education and employment places. There are different forms of treatment because every individual with schizophrenia is different.
Schizophrenia and Related Disorders Alliance of America is a group managed by individuals who currently are and also have recovered from schizophrenia or another related disorder and want to make a difference to those in the same community. Knowing that the symptoms of schizophrenia include feeling distant from the world and people around them, creating an alliance that helps newly diagnosed individuals learn more about their disorder and how to cope is so beneficial. By changing the way an individual views themselves and their illness, this group works to change the stigma around people with such disorders. Since this is a self-help group, it is only offered in a few countries and only 31 states in the U.S. They provide online seminars that help feel like you are a part of it, even when it's not directly in front of you. This also includes a blog spot where individuals can go to talk to someone that experiences the same symptoms as them and gives a positive and supportive companionship. The website is updated constantly and keeps its audience informed on the latest scientific studies about the disorder, the stigma, and the general public's view and how it changes, and also ways to manage and cope. We chose to work with this organization because we believe in the value of its purpose and want it to be in every state, accessible to all who need it. By playing our infomercial, it will not only increase awareness of schizophrenia, but provide access to self-help groups that already has its foundation set and has helped a large amount of people overcome this disorder.